Thank you.
My name is Azusa SHESHE Dance. I go by SHESHE. I'm originally from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I live here in New York. I'm a singer and an actress, entertainer, and performer. I sing with the Music on the New York program, and I perform with whatever contract I get between my manager, agent, or some of the things that I get on my own, because I gotta pay rent.
There's a dream in our future. There's a struggle that we have yet to win.
I love to sing, and I have it's therapy for me. But when I perform, I want people to have as much fun as I'm having. I want them to have just as much joy, happiness, or whatever, and I want them to feel that and make their day. But for me, whew, I'm all over the place when it comes to singing these songs.
I know where I've been, 'cause I know where I've been, yeah.
I've never taken an acting class in my life. I've never taken a singing class in my life. I feel like I got my talent from sitting in between my mother and my grandmother in church, just listening and mimicking them, because in church, as a child, I would sit between them in the choir stand and just listening to them and feeling the music, and I just feel like I just automatically picked it up. This is my West Tennessee grandmother, Lucinda Lee Cartwright Dance. This is my East Tennessee grandmother, Sylvia Marie Price Kendrick, and that's me, and we're at Six Flags in Atlanta. I was like, wow. I said both of my idols, and we hanging out at Six Flags. And I remember I used to take ballet when I was a kid, and I remember the first time I learned how to do a star, I think it's called the arabesque. It's been a long time since I've had ballet. And I came home and I did it, and I was like, look, Granny, I can do a star. And she was like, you are a star, and I'll never forget that. She always treated me like I was a star and so special, was always supportive, never judgmental, never critical, and that's what I've always tried to be with my kids, that I could do anything no matter what I set my mind to. Oh, and these are my babies. These are my babies when they were babies. That's Marie, and that's Michael. My kids were in performing arts schools, and they were like, we think you should audition for this show called Hairspray. And I was like, whatever. Well, I auditioned, and I got the part of Motormouth Maybelle, and I was like, you mean I can actually get paid for this? Like, you want me to come and do what? Like, the church owed me some checks and some money, but I was like, that's really cool though. And then after I started doing more musical theater, and it's so funny because I had a friend that said, and my kids were like, it's time for you to go. And I'm like, go where? Okay. I can't remember if it was an email or if it was an ad, or whatever it was. I followed up when I read the information. So I mailed it in. I think auditions had to be in by the end of January or whatever. Didn't hear anything. I had gone back to Tennessee to perform my one-woman solo show, The Life and Time of Big Mama Thornton. So I was just about to hit the stage to go on and do it. And just trying to take my mind off of performing, I said, well, let me just look at my phone, check emails, just to get my mind off. And I checked the email, and it's from Music Under New York. And it says, oh, we would love for you to come to our live auditions. I was like, yes. I go to the audition. It's at Grand Central Station. And, these huge cathedral ceilings in this one section. I go out to see Big Mama Thornton, Hound Dog, and I was like, you ain't
Nothing but a hound dog. You've been snooping around my door. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You've been snooping around my door.
And so we wrap it up, and people were on their feet, standing ovation. I was like, wow. And I could hear Deuce saying, well, That doesn't happen normally in auditions. And after that, I think it was maybe a week or two, and the email said, we would love to grant you a position with Music Under New York, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I made it. I was like, this is crazy.
And that's the way it's open again. Music Under New York. Look it up online under MTA.
I auditioned for the Apollo. I wanted to go, and I was like, it's a dream. I've seen this show on TV all the time, but not thinking it's right down the street from me. I lived at 138th and 139th. The Apollo is on 125th. I could have just walked there. And then I get there, and there's this line around the block, and I'm like, oh my gosh. The next thing I know, within a month, I made the audition, and so I'm gonna be live on the Apollo stage for amateur night at the Apollo. I'm like, what is happening? I was like, all these things are happening so quick. I had a manager and an agent within 3 months of me being here. I'm like, wow, what is going on? All this was happening all at once. So when I say I had a 5-year plan and everything happened in 3 months, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm still here, so I quit making a plan and I just go with the roller coaster now.
Okay, everybody, I'm here at Good Morning America with my favorite girl, and guess who it is? The Robin Roberts. I'm with SHESHE. Oh,
and in Chattanooga. Choo-choo, Chattanooga. Yeah.
I don't know what's happening around me. I'm just living my life, and it's great. But all this other stuff that just happens, it just happens, but it's not even clicking. Even with GMA, it didn't click until I was actually talking, and I was like, you who? You what? Oh, I'm Good Morning America. Oh. Look, see, I've done so many things. I was on the cover of the New York Times. I can't put that on a goal list. Who says, oh, I want to be on the cover of the New York Times art page?
This is when we officially started going back, and people were interviewing, asking us what was the difference, how did you survive COVID, what made you come back, and all this other stuff. So this was like officially coming back after COVID into the subway, and how tips were and all that jazz.
COVID was hard. To be an independent artist in New York City, working for yourself, and the entire city shut down, that's rough. Because
I was making enough as an entertainer, artist, singer, actress that I didn't have to punch a clock. I had to start punching the clock because of COVID. And they were looking for people because nobody wanted to work. I felt like I was to the point where if I didn't get out the apartment, I was gonna lose my mind. So I had to. So that's why I took the job, because I was like, I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna absolutely lose my shit.
first of all, be very sure you are ready to move to New York and pursue your dreams. Not that your dreams can't happen anywhere else. I mean, New York do make dreams come true, because I mean, they made mine come true. But don't come here broke. You can't be no broke. Meaning you got to have some savings, and it can't be, oh, my parents cause your parents are eventually after 3 months gonna be like, cut you off. That whole persona, I'm going to New York to pursue my dreams. When New York hits you in the face because you got rent to pay, or you need somewhere to stay, or you want to get something to eat, that's when you're going to be like, oh yeah, I need some money. I was like, yeah, it's still McDonald's. It's New York McDonald's.
But sometimes making a visual chart, I do it all the time. I write stuff down to look at my pros and cons before you actually be like, I can't do it no more, and I'm done. Because I really feel, I don't want to use the word failure. Everybody's success comes in a different way.
Okay, it's like, say if you in New York right now and you just like, okay, I can't do this rent, and so, pack it up and leave. But when I say pack it up and leave, don't let go of your dreams. Don't let go of your ambitions. Don't let go of your passions. Wherever you move to, if it's not gonna give you the same opportunities New York is, find the outlets that's gonna make that work for you. And don't ever measure your success compared to somebody else's. Because what your ancestors got in store for you is not what your ancestors got in store for the next person. You have to know what's in your heart and what's gonna make you feel successful. Like for me, I want to live. I don't want to just exist. And I feel like it's a lot of people that are just existing, like running on a hamster wheel, and that's it. You go to church, you go to school, you go to work, you go home. I was like, there's so much more out there.
It's so much more to life than existing. It's so many things in between, but you'll never know if you don't jump and fly. You don't know if you can fly if you don't jump.
I'll never forget my first time singing down there. First of all, I had never heard of busking before, so I didn't know what that was, and I was offended that somebody called me a busker because I thought it was a dirty word. 2, I didn't know anyone that was doing it. And 3, this was my first time doing it. I mean, I've ridden the subway, I've tipped people before, but I've never performed. So I'm at 42nd and 8th, Port Authority. I mean, you just have to imagine, it's my first time. I don't know anybody in New York. My aunt walks me down, for safety reasons. She said, I'll be back when you're done. I said, okay. And so when I start singing, I feel like I was doing this. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. And I was like, are you really fixing to spend 3 hours singing like this? And then something all of a sudden was like, girl, sing.
Primary keep on burning, and we're rolling. Get it, baby, rolling. Rolling on the river. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river.
When I acted like I was rehearsing at home and people were walking by, ka-ching, 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 I was like, what is happening? Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. I was like, what? Oh, that just got better. I was like, hey. So now I'm really singing. I'm not even thinking about making money. I just wanted to be seen. I just wanted to be heard. And my goal was to make $33 to get my Metro card for the week. That was my goal. $400 some in 3 hours? What? I mean, mind blown. I said, oh, this a fluke. This ain't gonna happen again.
I know a lot of people that came up, they were like, I just want you to know you're doing a great job. I love you, you're the best, you're a star, but I don't have any money. And I tell people all the time, that's not what it's about. As long as I made a connection with you, and I was like, and you feel different and it's gonna make your day better, that's really all that matters. I said, the tips are just icing on the cake.
The first time I performed at Grand Central Station, this little toddler is pulling on their mom to come give me a tip. He has $1. And the little bitty pockets in me trying to get, I carried a dime to this day in my wallet because I thought it was so special. He's trying to get out his dime, and it's all the money he has, and he has to give me his dime. And then it's those kind of things you just like, yeah, I'm where it's supposed to be. Because I'm like, you a toddler. I'm singing old blues songs. You like, mama, I need to get this lady my dime. I need you to slow your roll. I don't know what you got to do, but I need to get over here to this lady to give a dime. It's that kind of stuff when you like, wow.
Here's your sticker. You gotta be good though. Come and get a sticker anytime you want.
She wanted to come back. She wanted to listen more.
I love it. Can you say happy Saturday?
She speaks French.
Oh, say it. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous?
I feel like music is definitely universal, and it doesn't matter what language, what culture, where you from or whatever. Notes are notes, and music makes you feel good. When people are coming from different countries and they don't speak English, when they have a tear or they just want to touch me or tip me or just shake my hand or give me a hug because they've been moved by it, that's how I know I'm where I'm supposed to be, doing what I'm supposed to be, and it's positive. Everybody know it's hard to come by $1 today, and rent is high, groceries is high, and everything, and you deem me worthy to just give me $1. Whoa, I'm really appreciative because I know they hard working just like me, and they're riding the subway, but you deem me worthy for a $20 bill, a $50 bill, a $100 bill. Wow. I think the largest tip I've been handed was during the holidays, and a guy handed me an envelope and it was $500. And the people that do that, they drop it and they gone. There is no one ever that has given me that kind of money and been like, oh, I just wanted to give you this money because someone. It's never like that. Those kind of tips are always a quick drop and go, and By the time you realize what it is, those people are gone.
Happy Saturday, New York City. I'm SHESHE. Enjoy your train ride. Thank you, baby. And most importantly, thank you, darling. Most importantly, be kind to one another today. Stay cool and stay hydrated.
Music Under New York, I can't praise them and thank them enough for just giving me a platform to be me. I really pride myself on being what you see today, what you see tomorrow, what you see in the next minute, next hour, or 5 years from now, it's still gonna be me. That's all I know how to do, and I live in my truth. And just reiterating, stay true to yourself, love yourself, be kind to yourself, make your own goals, know what your success is, quit comparing yourself to the next person. You have to find where your line is in life and how you are gonna shine and be bright for everybody else, but not necessarily for everybody else, for yourself. Please don't do anything for anyone else. Do it for yourself because it brings you joy and it brings you happiness. Quit living for other people.